Hey guys, welcome to another video. It's me, Masi Nyanga, also known as a Fab Philosopher, and thank you for joining me once again. So today we're talking about how to be a good visitor, and as obvious as it may seem, sometimes we do things that just, you know, yeah, if you've hosted someone before, then maybe you'll relate with some of those things. And if you've been a visitor before, maybe the next time we can all, improve on being a good visitor. It's not always about hosting. Sometimes you as the visitor, what's going on? And trust me, most of those things I have kind of gone against them, and that's how I know they were rude or they were mean or they were just uncalled for. Yeah. So first things first, if you're visiting someone for the first time or even just it's been a while, if you can bring a gift, always an amazing thing. So you can try to do that. I don't even think I've done that yet, but when the bag starts coming in properly, we will definitely do that. So if you can afford a gift, even the smallest thing, just show up with something. It's very nice. It feels really nice to the host. Yeah, so if you can bring something, even just fruits or something, just something small, it feels really nice. Yeah. And then we just go on to the welcoming part. You've been welcomed. Don't start walking around someone's house, please. Just unless someone wants to give you the grand tour, just most of the time they'll offer you somewhere to sit or direct you to where you guys are going to chill. Just go with them and chill there until they offer you a tour, or if you want to see their house, then just ask to be given a tour. Don't start walking around, no matter how small the house is. I'm talking from a single room to however big the house is. Just stay at the designated position you've been given, unless ushered otherwise, or unless you ask and they agree. For that, even the small things like where the bathroom is, just ask first, especially if I'm talking mostly about like first time visitors and to somewhere you're not very familiar with, or you're not like that with those people. You understand? There's some houses you can even run around in, like you can do whatever you want. But mostly for just like a new visitor, it's nice, just find your position where you've been shown, sit there and wait for what comes next. And then what else? So I had my own place for like the shortest while, but some of the few, I can just call them irritating things. Oh my lord, sorry about that. Yeah, some of the, oh lord, that's just so some of the irritating things are, one, someone asks you how much the house costs or how much you're paying for the house, and which is okay, depending on the level of friendship you guys have and everything. So they ask you how much the house costs, and so you know oh sorry about that. So I gave up on those earrings. Fabulosity has to continue. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, so someone asks you, how much the house costs, and you tell them in good faith. Maybe you guys have that level of communication. Then they go ahead and tell you how, you could have gotten a better place with the same amount at such and such a place. Good, it's amazing advice, but someone has picked where they're staying because of their own reasons. So given that question already is according to me, past some boundaries. If someone has told you, then just be like, okay, it's nice for that amount, or as we've said before, keep quiet. But all this literally just depends on the relationship you have with this person. But for me, I felt it was just a bit, you know um, just appreciate what someone has done with whatever they have. Yeah. So if you ask that, then they give you an amount, just be like, oh, it's nice. Actually, just let's just end it. It's nice. It's a nice place, and from there, make yourself comfortable and continue with the chilling process. So the other thing is, how do I put this? Food. And by food here, I don't mean like what you offered. I mean, depending on how long you're staying with this person or the reason you even visited. Maybe you guys had gone out and then it's in the morning, like you need to make something to eat. Like, just be responsible about it. Like, be courteous about it. Like, ask, okay, can I have this? Can I make this? Don't just go into someone's kitchen and start making meals. Like, this is someone's house. You don't know what they budgeted for, what they planned for, what they were planning to do with ABCD. So just ask, like, can I make this? Can I have this? And then do it in a proportion that makes sense. Like, if you're one person and they don't want to have whatever you're making, just make enough for yourself. Like, don't overdo it. If you don't know how to cook, also, someone else's house is not your practice zone. Yeah, it's not where you go to practice your cooking skills. So if you don't know how to measure like rice for 1, 2, 3 people, don't cook the whole packet. Don't make ugali for like, I don't know, 10 people and you're like just 2 people. You have to be somehow considerate of someone, and then also just makes some sense in a way. Yeah, so that's mostly about the food. If they've made something, if it's something that's already like ready to eat, also just inquire. Like, if you're hungry, just say, can I have this? Or, I'm hungry, is there something I can have? And wait to be served if they're those kinds of people. If they tell you to just serve yourself, once again, just serve enough. Like, leave them something, even, unless they insist. Once again, it's one of those things. I'm just maybe pointing out a few guidelines that I have seen myself. Yeah, so that's mainly about food. Yeah, don't be wasteful, be very, proportional in how you share your amount. Be very thankful, very grateful. Help to cook if you know how to, if you want to, and if you can see they need some help. Some people don't like that. Just respect how someone has chosen to live in their own space. So that's mostly about food. The third one I can say is privacy of people's things. Don't steal anything. Don't go around opening drawers, just like, keep to your space even when you're in someone's house. Like, you don't know what people's things. Just don't go around, undoing things, taking out things, trying to find things. Especially if someone has left you maybe in their house, they have to run an errand. Just give them their privacy. Like, honor their privacy, and just watch whatever maybe has been left for you to watch. You've already discussed maybe food arrangements. Do your thing. Don't start snooping around. It's mean. Plus, you might end up finding things you really did not need to find, and then you just create too many other issues that are not necessary. So yeah, just stick to your space. Respect someone's privacy in their home, whatever they've kept locked, laptops, phones, anything. Just stick to whatever you came with, unless once again you guys are in that space. And then what else? When you're a visitor, okay, there comes the issue of like personal requirements, towels, toothbrushes, all those things. Uh, yeah, if you're sleeping over, you forgot something, just mention it. Like, you can always go run to a shop and get what you need if it's something small. If it's something like a towel, if they have an extra one, if they have a lesser something. But those ones now, obviously, we have to ask. Yes. Um, I've seen people who don't, and I've seen people who also don't mind that they didn't ask. But for the most part, I know it's a very black and white area. So for that one, just always ask, like, do you have an extra this? Can I use this? Can I, don't just, go ahead and use it. People are very, attached to their things, especially, when it comes to shower, all those things. Even like body wash, body scrub, I don't know, lotions. Just ask someone, can I please use some of this? Because some people are very protective of their things, or maybe they're prescribed, or just, or they're very sentimental. So always just make it a point to ask, because you never know. Yeah. And this, once again, new visitor. So there's that. And just tiny side note for the host: if you can be able to afford to have some of these things, extra, always try to, like towels, toothbrushes, sanitary towels. Even if you're a guy, please, and you have chick friends or chick visitors. Anyway, just have some of these things in handy, so that someone doesn't really have to struggle so much when they come visit you. Or if you know someone is coming, then you can do the necessary. But for the visitor part, I guess that wraps up most of it. Yeah, you can let me know some of your experiences in the comments. Yeah. Thank you again for those ones who've been watching. Let's keep going.